It's Love Day, Scarlet's birthday, and we're about to submit our first book to the Literary Digest. It's a big day. All right, so I said it's Love Day, but that honestly just doesn't matter at all to Oasis. She ignores every one of the traditions of Love Day, all of them because she's a loner, of course, and we know that she's kind of just, very much kind of her own person, doesn't worry about relationships. She has a few friendships, but nothing major, and yeah, even the thing with Clement is getting a little weird. He's been just coming over and using our tub and walking around in a towel and being generally kind of weird, and we might have to revoke his rights. But also, yes, it is actually the birthday of Scarlet, and so we're going to be aging her up in just a moment. And also, she just finished writing her book, my experience with labor and birth, and she's going to be submitting one to the Literary Digest for the first time. This was an excellent quality book, so I figured it's not bestseller, but it is one of our best chances of actually doing well with this. We did have one of our cats, Gatsby. He has run away. We did call it, like I said, an eventful day. I'm not sure exactly why he ran away. We have been very good about giving attention. I think the new baby things kind of went a little off kilter, but okay, it says hopefully the Literary Digest will love Oasis's work. Books can only be submitted once a week, but will earn a larger amount of daily royalties from publishing. Not that we're hurting for money at all, because the money situation has been very good for us. Now, looking at Gen 2, as we've said, they will be good and family oriented. Friend of the world, making them kind of a very social person. They're going to max out logic and charisma. The intention is to be a doctor and just like very good, kind person overall. So we want their traits to kind of reflect that throughout their life. So looking at the infant traits, we have sensitive, messy, sunny, already feeling like the way we need to go here, but snuggly, wiggly, dreamy, calm, observing, cautious, and intense. Now, obviously, you may have noticed that some of these are actually like custom ones, not typical infant ones. I downloaded a couple and I will try to remember to link those down below, but just trying to mix things up a bit and observing. These Sims are naturally curious and love to take in their surroundings. They are happiest when quietly watching the world go by, absorbing every detail. It's a great trait, but I really don't know that it fits what we're going for here. I feel like we're looking, that whole good, positive, wants to heal the world kind of type. I feel like they're going to be very sunny. Now, she is going to require more attention, but I think that's going to be kind of a fun balance to Oasis's like loner tendencies. So she's going to be very social and bring family and friends in and just want lots of people around her. Quite the contrast to Oasis. I'm going to pop her on into Create a Sim. We'll take a closer look. All right, I'm quite happy to report that Scarlet has gotten the scarlet hair of her mom. And, this is one of those instances where I really wish that any accessories in the hair could be changed, like the color, because most of her outfits are red, so the pink bow feels a little off, but we're going to ignore it and, just go with it. So like I said, most of her outfits I kind of leaned toward the red, but we did throw in quite a bit of pink there because of the bow, and also I'd kind of said that she'd kind of go between the red and the pink a bit, so trying to keep it mixed up, trying not to get stuck too much in a color scheme, but I do love a color scheme. I don't know what it is. I just do. I add a little bit of rosiness to her cheeks because I just thought it made her look extra cute. I'm really looking forward to seeing what she looks like as she grows. And I'm realizing now that I actually forgot to point out that I made some changes with some of the money that she'd been bringing in. We've added curtains. Whoa, hello. We've added curtains in her bedroom and out in the living room. had a heck of a time finding curtains that would work with these windows. And actually, I had to move the windows up and shrink down the curtains to accomplish what we did here. That was just a whole thing. I finally got around to putting in the bookcases the way I had talked. The angle of this fireplace not ideal for what I'm going for here, but you get the idea of the kind of built-in look. I also kind of upgraded her couch and chair and added another one. She's really leaning into the green a little bit more here. And I mean, yeah, actually, the whole house is beginning to look quite green. Yeah, the thing I was saying about color schemes, I can't help myself. I don't know what it is. I feel like every one of them has a color and I just go with it. Okay, Scarlet's needs are pretty decent, but she's missing her pal Gatsby, of course. I mean, understandable. I'm going to have Mom put her here, and then I'm going to have Mom also do a little bit of writing. She needs 25% more to complete her daily task. She works in 5 hours, so I've got to get her working on this as quickly as possible. We're just going to do some research, write down a few ideas, and hopefully get around to actually writing something. All right, royalty reports came in. It looks like the first book or two has actually finally dropped off. We made it less than 4,000 simoleons today on this. So a little bit of a drop, but we should be able to, start building that up again. I'm not seeing the book that we submitted to Literary Digest. I actually never really paid much attention to that, but it looks like maybe does that take time for it to actually get submitted and published and everything? I've never really paid much attention, and now I'm really wondering. Gatsby's returned! Yay! He left us something, and we can welcome him back. Hopefully, we can do all of that before we get to work in 2 hours. That's assuming we can finish writing down the ideas we've come across and write a book, at least 25% of a book, in the next 2 hours. Well, we're getting one of those, and I could do the money, 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 and we could go on and have her get married and everything, but we've been there. She's not the type, so we're gonna say under what conditions. What's an extra 2,500? I think we'll name this children's book The Drama Llama and the Cocky Cow Plant. Thank you once again for the list of book names because I don't know what I would do without it. Oh, she managed to complete just in time. Well, the 25%. She still has to finish writing the book. We are hiring a nanny. I need to remember to actually do that beforehand next time, but we're definitely going to kind of pay the expenses because of the fact that we're making so much money. It makes sense that she would hire a nanny. All right, we're going to get nanny to feed her and then probably need a diaper change pretty soon. I think this is the youngest nanny I have ever seen. All right, well, Scarlet is asleep, so, she's come home and is keeping herself busy, making sure all of the cats get some attention so that we don't have anyone running off again. Apparently you are feeling, no, 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 what's wrong? I guess we need to take you to the vet clinic. It looks like something is wrong with Xena. You know, maybe she just has come down with a little something. She might be feeling a little off kilter from getting pulled out of her home with all of her family and moving into this house where clearly it's a whole family of cats. I imagine even for cats that would be a bit of an awkward situation. Luckily, it's letting us know that the nanny can stay there for us. We just have to pay her when we come back, which makes sense. It's a good thing that the nanny is already there and was able to stay a little bit later for us so that we can rush our cat off to the vet, find out what's going on with him. All right, luckily we can afford the expensive treatment this time and everything will be great, but we did get warning that Oasis is feeling burnt out now, and yeah, I knew it was coming. She burns out pretty easily. I have been trying to not have her work hard too much at work. We can't exactly have her finish all of the parts of the challenge until she has gotten all the way to level 10 of her career. We need her to reach the top of her career before we can pursue the other hobbies and side jobs and all of that. And that's what makes it complicated because we have to max out another creative skill while we're at it. But we can't pursue those additional hobbies until she's reached the top level of her career. So that part's getting a little complicated, especially because she is burning out so frequently. It's kind of slowing down our progress quite a bit there. Now, to be fair, Scarlet is only an infant. She has a long way to go. Oasis has, 15 days before she's even an adult. So we have plenty of time. I do think what's going to happen is in between episodes, I'm going to play a bit more than I was, just to kind of speed through the admittedly tedious parts of things. The parts that were you playing on your own, you would be, on speed 3 to get through them, the sitting down and writing books and the constant, you know, um, working on the baby and everything, keeping the baby care done, fed, all the going to work and the, doing things like playing chess to kind of counteract her creative moods. It just, it's definitely going to be a bit of jumping from point to point here. So I think what we're going to do is have a very short episode today so that what I can do is do exactly what I was just talking about. And we'll probably check back in at about the time that Scarlet will be aging up to a toddler. So that gives me about 4 to 5 days to work on building her skills, work on building Oasis's library of books, and focus on just trying to do the dull day to day. And hopefully we'll have made some progress by that point. You'll get a chance to see Scarlet as a toddler and as we start building some of the skills that she will also need as she grows. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day and keep on being perfectly you.